Yes, sure.
So, good afternoon, everyone. This session is divided into two parts. You can see Dr. Shruti Narayan, who is an assistant professor in Patna Women's College right now, and I hope to call her associate very soon. Right? so, right. I'm waiting for that, Dr. Shruti.
Thank you so much.
Yes. She would go on and tell a lot of things about emotional difficulties. Her research recently have used one of her skills, and she has developed too many of psychological skills. But I have used one of her skills recently on emotional intelligence, and it has amazing results. Please don't ask me my results, but I can tell you that it has amazing results. Any questions you would take after the session? So you can see a question icon in the right hand side of your corner. There's a questions icon. You can post your questions there altogether, and in the end of the session, we would take questions from there. Okay? Yes, Dr. Shooting. I had a question for you first. I need to start the
Yes.
session with a question.
Yes.
I
Okay.
was just doing some awareness and I was just reading something, the latest synopsis, DSM-5, and I came
Okay.
across the statistics as around 8%. 8% of adolescents are affected by depression and anxiety.
Okay.
I mean, you have done a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
research in this. Do you
yes.
want to say something more about that, please?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, this is exactly what has shaped my means research area over the last few years. When I was doing my PhD, I was doing that, as you said, emotional intelligence and all that, all the positive psychology variables, mental health was there, self-efficacy was there. So all these things I was doing at that time. When I finished my PhD in 2012, and then I was making proposal for this postdoctoral research, which was doing means for Indian Council of Social Science Research. And at that time, because youth, when I was telling you, that when I think about youth, I am always intrigued to think about vitality, energy, confidence, unlimited possibilities. So all these things were there. So I just wanted to explore their inner world. Actually, what are their wishes? What are their dynamics? What are the factors that trigger the positive growth? How much energy they get, and how enthusiastic are they are, and they are, and of course, mostly the unlimited possibilities in everything they do. So exploring them and everything, which is actually very important, and so all these things were something which was intriguing for me to explore. So I started with that research, and most in most of the thing in most of the cases, what I found was got that research project, and that was my first postdoctoral. So I what I did was actually I was very much surprised when I was seeing a lot of cases of loneliness and depression among the youth. Means
What
most
is
of
the
them.
age group? What is the
The
age group?
age group was again adolescents only. I mean, basically, I was thinking 15 to 18 years. See, now when we say adolescents and young adults, it comprises the group youth.
Hmm.
Actually, 15 to 24 years. So my
Hmm.
research area, because if you're from till 8th and ninth, we are very innocent and we start exploring things. We gain confidence when we go to that 10th, 11th, and 12th. Again, all these period was there, and a lot of emotional upheavals are there. Everything is going very well. So when I was reading the first case study, because it was a qualitative research, when I was doing the content analysis of the things several questions I asked them, and they answered about their relationship with their families, and how they are relating with the peers and all other people. So this is exactly what I was thinking. Means what I found was the many of them are reporting that they are having good relationships with parents and they are okay with them. Of course, there were some perceived pre-complications which was always there. If I tell, if I ask some adolescent that did you speak to your parents, then they'll completely immediately tell me वो नहीं समझेंगे. Then I tell them, did you talk? Actually, did you try this out? Then they are say, समझेंगे ही नहीं. If they are not going to understand, why will I waste my efforts to make them understand what I'm going through? So perceived pre-complications are there in the relationships with parents. Then again, with their friend circle, they have a lot of trust. Now, moving from adolescents to young adults, I have found that they have immense faith on their friend circle till they are in 10th.
Hmm.
But few, after some incidences, which I tell them, which I tell my students also in the class, कि फिर आपको धोखा हो मिल जाता है अपने friends से, they betray you like anything, and then what you do is actually you feel dejected, and then you try out a new relationship, new friendships when you have entered 11th and 12th. After 12th, they again get that dhokha from their friends, because they may be backbiting after them, and maybe they are stealing love, they are stealing friends, there are a lot many other things which they are going through. And that is why they say ki ultimately when they reach young adulthood, means after 18 plus 19, 20 years, they say that, see, we can definitely think of our families and we can get back on them. So that shift from blindly trusting your friends, because they forget that they are their same age group. So expecting them to be behaving very maturely and very means doing as you want them. The problem that emotional difficulty starts from the fact that it is a saying also that we expect less from us and more from others. So they don't. If I don't want to, I love this feature of WhatsApp. These days, one of my students only was telling me earlier for 5 years, because I am not there on WhatsApp. Then she said, "Ki last scene is having a problem, ma'am." Then I said, "What is it?" Then if you don't want to show your last scene, the problem is that you won't be able to see others' last scene as well. So for that reason, she is not blocking her last scene, because she won't be able to see others' last scene as well. So I was laughing, and then I said, "Ki if you really want to leave, you don't want to show others, then why are you so intrigued to see others' last scene? Then we need to be keeping update, a lot of things we learn." So in that project only, I found that there is a huge amount of adolescents, boys and girls both, who say that I have 300, 600, 800 Facebook friends. I have people around me, but they are not with me. I feel very lonely. I feel very depressed. I am very sad. I feel like bursting out into tears. Now, these are the warning signs actually. And this leads them to the behavior which is very dangerous, and self harm. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That suicidal behavior and self harm is just a beginning of all these feelings. So you feel worthless, you feel very depressed, and that way you are pushing yourself to other things which is actually not going well in that direction. So in that research only, I found that. Then again, I am again, as you have just mentioned, that yeah, I have been awarded a major research project again, and that is an extension of this project. So in that project, because what are the factors that are triggering it? Ambivalence in the family relationships was seen in my that project. So preconceived complications that I have said, distrust in the familial relationship, means distrust and loathing of the adult world. That is what I'll say, and its institutions was found. And
What is
again,
this, Ruchi? Could you just elaborate a little bit more on loathing of the adult world?
yes, because distrust and loathing of the adult world means you are not very sure, you are not very confident, you are not very comfortable. There have been many coincidences which I always mention, that there are students and there are adolescents who will be telling you that earlier they'll means they have a lot of expectations from their parents. That parents should be very idealistic. You forget that they are also human beings. They are also they also have their emotional turmoils. They have work, they have pressures. So but they actually want their parents to be perfect, and no matter what they are doing, their parents should behave maturely. So this is one of the expectations that the students and the adolescents and young adults often come to me and tell me that they should understand. And from your side, your what efforts you are putting in, that is also important. So say they, like, one of the means very funny incidences I'll tell you. One, this distrust and loathing of the adult world, one of these means adolescents came and told me that my mother is mothers are always on the hit list. They love them her the most, but at the same time she's on the hit list because she's the one who will be intruding and telling them all the other things. So she told me that my mother makes false promises. Then I said, what, like, for example? Then she said that she always promises me to get me a mobile phone. And when I ask her for a mobile phone, that then she said, "Ki, Arey, mera hai na. You you do your work with my mobile. I'll not say anything."
Hmm.
Then when she starts doing her work, then she starts chatting with her friends, then her mother will come and
Hmm.
ask her for her phone ki, you will finish my whole balance and दिन भर तो तुमको मोबाइल ही चाहिए, so
Hmm.
give me my mobile back. So
Hmm.
this is a big example that she makes false promises. She does not give me a phone, and then she is like asking for her phone back, and next time also she'll be doing the same, and then they are hurt. So this is actually sometimes the students also laugh on their own cases, but then a lot of things, other things are there preconceived. I told you that if we ask them that you share this problem with your parents, then
Hmm.
they'll completely say that they'll immediately say they'll not understand, so why should I waste my energy? So all these things, that this is creating a loathing of the adult word there, and that is again one of the findings. And they are the smartphone epidemic that will say we have a lot of epidemics before this pandemic which has been there. The smartphone epidemic which has been, although we are again communicating through that, and it has all the positive aspects, but every time the new terms. I always learn that from the youth only, and they tell me FOMO. Earlier one of my adolescents, means my family friends, she was adolescent, I mean standard 12, she was there. Then she told me, okay, the Zozo. Then I mean 5 6 years back. Then I told her, Zozo, is it a new way of
Yeah.
saying goodbye? Uh, then she said, oh my God, be on social media. You are so. Zozo means hugs and kisses. Then I said, okay, Zozo. And I was like, okay, so so it is always good to learn from them. And these days, of course, McGinnon's, I think Harvard University professor, he means coined this term FOMO. So
Hmm.
that fear of missing out, actually, the fear
Hmm.
of missing out, because you will be seeing the adolescents and the young people, especially now. Even the adults are doing that. We should not blame the young people now. They are always scrolling their mobile phones
Hmm.
wherever you are sitting, wherever you are there, whether they are with people, they'll be always scrolling down because they want to be updated with the news. They don't want to miss out on anything. So
Hmm.
that fear of missing out is exactly one of the things again, which is in actually.
But
Yes.
tell me something. I mean, it's a genuine question that I'm facing these days also. So recently,
Okay.
again, because of the social media, I'm handling the Ananya platform for Instagram,
Okay.
especially Instagram.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a new learning for me again. For last 2 weeks, I've
Okay.
been trying to
Okay.
do. So I post something, right, and it has likes and it has buttons and everything. But yesterday, I was just telling one of my colleagues, it's very addictive also, right?
Yes.
So
Underrated.
I keep on checking that how many likes has happened, how many views have happened. So somewhere I feel that it's not completely their fault. When people like
Not at
us,
all.
knowing
Yes, when
everything.
people like us to do that, yes, undoubtedly, I agree with you, ma'am. Because see, what happens is each one of us wants appreciation. Each
Hmm,
one of us wants acknowledgement of our things. This
hmm,
is basic human nature. So,
yes,
but the what goes wrong is that when you have attached all your identity, all your worthfulness to
yeah,
dislikes and dislikes of others. Actually,
yes.
it is not wrong that if we are seeing and checking out on the channels on our social media profiles, some people get depressed. Some people get depressed due to that only, because people are not seeing my profile. They have one of the incidences, one of the cases that I had, the boy was depressed because he likes every girl's profile. That's maybe a gender difference also, and he likes his friends profiles as well, but no one was liking his giving likes to his posts. So
Hmm,
that was actually making him depressed, because he said that they are actually planning and plotting against me. They want me to be means not popular, because
hmm,
they are jealous of my popularity. Again, he was giving coping mechanisms due to that. But yes, we do get things. Means the expectations thing that I told you in the beginning. We expect much from others and less from ourselves. So
hmm,
it is all a process of reflection. So
hmm,
if you want love, give love. If you want to see, like that last scene thing that I have told you, if you want to see the last scene of others, you have to show your last scene. If you want respect, you give respect. If you do want any of these things, but do not get your identity so fragile that it can be, there is a saying, again I'll say, that my worth is not dependent upon anyone's approval.
hmm.
So whether you give me likes, whether you give me dislikes, whether you love me, hate me, this is you who is doing that. I'm
Hmm.
not, my identity is not shaped by, of course we are affected by that. I'll not
Hmm.
deny this. We have not become like the enlightened ones, even we'll be like, I'm not on social media, any of them. The major reason being, when I have identified
Hmm.
that this is something which is going to offend me, something which is which I don't like, because I if I someone messages me, if so many people tell me that be on WhatsApp,
Hmm.
don't see others' messages, don't
Hmm.
reply to other messages.
Hmm.
Then but be on WhatsApp. Then I tell them that then what is the point of being on WhatsApp?
Hmm.
If I don't have to see and don't have to reply on others' messages, then why
Completely.
am I there?
Hmm.
So for then they'll be saying for some few people. Now
Hmm.
that again, it is again interesting. I'll tell you, if
Hmm.
I'll means there was one person, adolescent only, because mostly I interact with them. They said that I have posted one photograph and you won't believe I had 326 likes, but he was again depressed. Then I said, 326 likes, wow.
Hmm.
Then why are you then not good? Because the for the one he posted that photograph or that post of his
Hmm.
did not like. So
Oh.
that that, that 326 likes, is not will not suffice, because for the one you
The
have
target
posted,
audience
yes,
is
the
not like.
target audience was not responding to his post. Now this is again interesting. So all these emotional difficulties begin from that time. I'm telling, we were talking about family relationships, how that loathing of the adult world is there. Someone messaged me a few weeks back only, I'm saying you that please search the meaning of chappal
Hmm.
in India in on Google.
Hmm.
Then I found that, okay, okay, let me check. So when
Very
I checked,
interesting. Yes.
yes,
Okay.
so I checked the meaning of chappal on in India,
Hmm.
and it was the meaning was slipper,
Hmm.
and the other meaning was a device used by parents to shape the future of their kids in India. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. And oh my God, seriously, means a device used by parents in India to shape
Hmm.
their kids' futures. So it reminded, I laughed, and I was, I seriously, I told the person that it is very nice, but I am very apprehensive that it means it gave me a thought that even today, are the parents using this device? And what will happen if they use this device again? That's on a serious note,
Hmm.
because today the vulnerabilities are so as such of the adolescents. They are so sensitive also. They're
Hmm.
so emotional also, and all these things. The parents have also given the ways of socialization also needs to be revisited.
Hmm.
Sometimes I give examples in the classes, and wherever the audience are, I tell them that my mother scolded me, so
Hmm.
she warned me. All these things I tell them just to let them know that it is okay. In our age, when we are scolded by our parents, we are scolded by our teachers, we are scolded by all our elders, it is okay.
Hmm.
Because they'll be very offensive that my father never slapped me. Some of the suicide cases that
Hmm.
has come up. So just because the father slapped the child for the first time at the
Hmm.
age of 17.
Hmm.
So of
Hmm.
course, the point is point of caution and the point of things: beat your children since childhood, so that they are not shocked.
I'm not going to vouch for that. Okay. I just
So
really
this is
hope that
exactly
I'm completely
maybe
Though I'm going to vouch that
yes,
actually that is because Shruti's mother does scold her a lot. And I'm the one person who's instigating her. Okay,
and
just
she
kidding.
yes, she is one of the reasons. She makes sure that if my mother is there and she will say something, that my mother will start and scolding me a lot, and you are one of the reasons, of course. So yes, so this is normal, and this is exactly how the thing should be. The socialization has changed. Some people in I remember our senior cousins and all, they used to say, "I'll give immense love to my child. I'll never scold him, never beat him." My
Hmm.
parents have made my life terrible. Even now their parents are giving their children a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of facilities, even if they don't want it. One of the books, very good books that is there, the price of privilege by Levine. So the price of being privileged is there, and you will be surprised to see in the most middle class and in the higher socioeconomic status, the adolescents, in my study only that has come up, that they are actually means they are the ones who are more depressed and more lonely. So when everything is given to you, that's clearly again restores us to the fact that material goods will not do much for you.
Yes.
So we need to revisit that to point of socialization also. And that earlier, when you remember when we were kids, when we have guests in our house, so our parents will call us, they will make us sit, they'll make us listen to the elders who have come, maybe our relatives, maybe our neighbors, maybe any elder which is there. Today the parents are कि मेरा बेटा पढ़ रहा है, मेरी बेटी पढ़ रही है, so I will not disturb her, I'll not waste her time.
Hmm.
So they have actually made them confined to their houses, to their rooms, to their smartphones. And then when you are complaining and you are asking these youth that you should come and interact with your mosi, and you should come interact with your mama, and no, they are not going to do that, because you have not conditioned them over the time
Yes,
period with
yes,
that.
you're quite right
So
there. Yes.
yes, so now you are expecting them at this age group of adolescents and young adults, that now you will be imbibing them, giving them qualities. Very interesting answers that these youth give me.
Hmm.
That how much do you like to interact with your seniors, with other persons? Then they
Hmm.
say that, yeah, ma'am, it depends. So this depends is a very big term, and this depends actually is very interesting actually, to listen to these people. That depends means what? With whom do you like to interact, and with whom you don't like to interact. So I'll tell you, my research finding is that the relatives are also in the hit list.
Hmm.
They're the least person whom with they don't like to interact, that relatives that we don't like to, because these are the fault finders in our life. So that is exactly one of the things. And then there is, another interesting term again, coined by Mac Guinness only, of the Howard University of the business school, FOBO, fear of better options. So that is again fear of better options. So what is that exactly? It is like the endless opportunities and the choices. Basically, we might get better options in the future. I was in this lockdown period, I was doing research on online romance. So
Hmm.
romance and love and fascinations, of course, these are again a good part of youth today. So I was doing a research on that, on online romance, and more than around 1,500 data have got across India. So the interesting thing is, out of that 600 something students said that they are in a committed or a non-committed relationship.
Hmm.
And there was one relationship initiation scale also in that relation
Hmm.
initiation, that if you are going for online romance, now we have so many dating apps like Tinder and
Hmm.
Snapchat and maybe many others. And
Hmm.
thanks to this youth who keep me updating about that. So yes, so they say there was a relationship initiation, this thing in that. So interesting findings that I was doing the result analysis and all, that those who are in a committed relationship and those who are in a non-committed relationship,
Hmm.
actually both were very active on that relation initiation scale.
Hmm.
So I was surprised with the findings that, of course, if I am in a non-committed relationship, I can look for options, better options.
Oh, okay.
But if I'm in a committed relationship, also, yeah, I'm going on dating apps and looking for better options. So I think that is what is giving them a fear, means that FOMO thing, that fear
Yeah.
of better options are there. So why to stick to a person, and then why not explore? So
Hmm.
that's why I use the term smartphone epidemic, which is there. So it has given us a lot of opportunities. All the educational needs are fulfilled here, all our social interactions, and definitely you will see the research that this will give us a bigger platform. This has
Hmm.
good socialization things. But at the end of the this is again yet another thing which is being tackled and which is being seen, right? So
Something.
we need to,
Hmm.
yes,
Yes, something that came to my mind while you were talking about this relationship online thing that you mentioned.
yes,
Few weeks back, I saw a young girl, actually, a
okay,
young girl in the clinic at Ananya,
okay,
above 16, 16, 17, something like that. And she came with
okay,
a lot of emotional difficulties. She Googled herself, her symptoms on online, and she said that she self-diagnosed herself, and she came to us. While talking to her and doing the assessments with her, something came up which I do want to talk to you about. It's
okay,
almost like they go online, right? They go online, they chat, they get into a relationship with a click, right? And they get out of a relationship also with a click. Like a breakup
yes,
happens
yes,
online, right?
yes,
So
true,
almost almost like what I was mentioning, patience. They get immediate
Yes.
gratification of,
Yes.
of like an object, and they just get out of the relationship also. Do you
Yes.
think this also is resulting in the breakdown of relationship in families, maybe in friends, or I mean that it's just by a click
Definitely.
to get out of a
Yes, no,
relationship.
definitely. See, this is one of the most, even I have encountered many such cases
Hmm.
because if I want, I can install a Tinder, I can go on a dating relationship, and whatever means, whatever the romantic relationship is there, the day I am pissed off, I'll uninstall it and I'll hide my identity, I'll make a fake identity, whatever is the case is. You are not actually, I told you, no, be a reflection of what you want to in others. So
Hmm.
you are not thinking what the other person, that person may be looking for you, that person may be, a lot of cybercrime cases come up.
Hmm.
There have been self-harm cases, and all of these. The basis of this is a romantic relationship, and you trust a lot. Like
Hmm.
we used to have, means me and you have not become friends online. We
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
physical interaction. We knew each other. There were many good things which was there, but yeah, I think is my voice breaking?
No, it's
There's something
perfect
going on.
actually. Maybe
Okay,
it's the network of the individual. It's going
okay,
perfect.
okay. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm saying, that when you are at on a click, you are making relationships and you are breaking relationships. See, our socialization processes. No, many youth tell us a lot of things about it, that they get to what irritates them. When I was exploring their inner world, they were telling me that when the seniors start,
Hmm.
हमारे जमाने में,
Hmm.
in our times it used to be, so this irritates us a lot. But there were some good things actually. When we are talking about youth, we're talking about all the I started with unlimited possibilities and all the good things that they have. Then why is this breakdown? Why has this youth become so fragile? Then
Hmm.
we need to reflect back. Actually, that is what my new project is all about. That is it, the cultural erosion that has taken place. So
Hmm.
we belong to that collectivistic culture where we matters more than I. So we
Hmm.
have just in copying the West, everything and anything that we are doing actually. So what
Hmm.
we are doing is we have become individualistic in orientation. That is also good, but that at one point of time, again, that depends factor which is there. So we become individualistic as per our concerns. We become collectivist as per our needs. That is not going to work. So that
Hmm.
individualism is encroaching upon our culture, and it has made us, now families have become nuclear. Even nuclear families, we remember two, means husband and wife and two children. Now the
Hmm.
families have become fractured.
Hmm.
That is again what is my new project all about. That means broken families, fractured in the sense you are being with the same people in the family, and at the same time you are, what you are doing is you are not connecting and communicating with them. So
Hmm.
are parents setting up standards or setting up things which is not going accordingly? Something is, you will be intrigued by the data of that, World Happiness Index. When we ask youth generally, what do you want to be? So I
Hmm.
want to be happy. Now, this is
Hmm.
the first thing that it will be say. I want to be happy. So, what
Hmm.
is your perception of being happy? The
Hmm.
World Happiness Index is being calculated, and it is
Hmm.
very shocking and surprising to see. And of course, we can definitely suffice this with the cases of loneliness, depression, suicidal ideation, and all the emotional difficulties or aggression in people. All those are being seen. So, it is not a big surprise, but you won't believe that
Hmm.
the world today, India ranks 144th in the position of the World Happiness Index.
Oh my God. Okay.
144th. And out of how many countries? 156 countries.
Oh,
So
okay.
144th, and in 2000, yes, 144th out of 156, and
Hmm.
again it was 140 in 2019. It was better. If you see, it
Hmm.
was 122 in 2017.
Hmm.
Then it has again fallen to the 133rd position, 133 in 2018, in
Hmm.
140 in 2019, and now this year it is 2020. To
Hmm.
the position of India in the World Happiness Index is 144th. So we need to revisit what
Hmm.
has gone wrong. We
Hmm.
need to rethink about the things that what has gone wrong. It is of course it may be boring for anyone to see that what was in our times and what is in your times. Of course there are a lot of possibilities in this time. But going with starting a relationship on a click and then ending itself on a click, of course it will not give you peace, and definitely you will be disturbed. And if this habit continues, definitely there are things which will fall out of the box and which will make you depressed. So there are many factors. Even we need to redefine gender stereotypes as well. So with the families, now they are giving equal weightage to their female children in education, in opportunities, in possibilities. But somehow I feel that even students, even females, have taken it the other way. Means doing the good things, means बेटे को आप बेटी को आप the rearing is like बेटा बेटा, बेटी को आप बेटा बेटा कह के बुला रहे हैं, बेटे को आप कह रहे हैं यू कैन नॉट क्राई, लड़की जैसा मत करो, बेटा तुम बेटा ही रहो. So there is a very interesting advertisement, you can see that on YouTube, all those who are listening, like a girl, what is mean to be like a girl. So like a girl means a shame, like a girl means guilt, like a girl means you are not physically competent, like a girl means you are not mentally competent, and all these things are there, and this is ingrained in our nature. And like a boy means you are I ask my students also sometimes, then she's like means talkative like a girl, and all negative things. So why? Gender socialization needs to be defined these days. Boys don't cry. Now again, a Madhuri Dixit ad came that boys do cry, boys don't make girls
Yeah,
cry.
I
So
remember
and
that. That's quite
yes,
natural.
yes,
Yes.
yes. So that is again one thing.
I,
Yes,
for a second, I'll just interrupt you, Dr. Shruti. For the viewers, we would be taking question and answers in 5 minutes. So put your questions in the question box, right? And there's a feedback form that we are putting it in the chat box. Please do fill that, and then we can take the question answers after that. You'll get 5 minutes to fill that feedback form, and then we can take question and answers with Dr. Shruti then. Please put your questions in the question box, please. Yes, Dr. Shruti, please.
yes.
I
So
had,
that's it. Yes.
yeah, I had something to add to this actually. When we're talking about gender, when I was getting into my psychology, right? I mean, I did my psychology right from Patna Women's College, of course, right? And then after my MA, I had to decide what to do further, right? I mean, should I go for a PhD, right, or should I go for my MPhil, etc., etc. Yes, it has been way back, so please do not ask how many years it has been. But
Don't worry, I am near to you.
yes, you are. So you can't ask. So while I started my MPhil, and in MPhil we are stationed in psychiatry hospital. It's a field training, so we are completely stationed in the psychiatry hospital. So my parents decided to visit me, and you have met my parents. So my
Yes,
parents
yes,
decided
yes,
to visit me. My
yes.
father was okay with where I was working, but my mother went into a complete shock. I mean, it was a complete shock for her. So I
Okay.
asked her what has happened. My father also started asking me what has happened. Why are you in a complete shock? I mean, she's just working, it's just a field. So I don't know if you remember that movie Khamoshi by
Yes,
Salman and Guru Raj.
yes,
Right.
yes,
Guru Raj, no, Rajesh Khanna, actually, Rajesh Khanna. Right.
yes,
So she had seen that movie and she had the impression that she's going in the same field. So after a few years, she's going to come back home and all her hair would be standing out and she has to be admitted in that. She can never get
yes,
married, she can never have a private life, she can never work, etc., 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 etc. So my
yes,
point here is that a lot of time parents unconsciously, right? I mean, now of course my mother is completely okay with what I am doing and she understands it, but unconsciously they may get protective also. So when we're talking about
yes,
gender here, right?
yes,
So she was not trying to tell me that okay, I can't do well in the field. She had seen some weird thing, had weird conception about the field, and she was just, I mean, just fearful for her daughter. Do
yes.
you think that?
This protection, yes, absolutely. The young people here will we must have seen the movie Kyuki, which is a remake of that movie Khamoshi.
Hmm.
Kyuki of this Kareena Kapoor and Salman Khan. Everyone was
Oh,
there, and
okay, I haven't
ultimately that was
actually.
exactly the remake of that movie in a way.
Hmm.
So what you are telling about protection, yes, we know and we realize this thing, that this is protection, but the young adults, they are so tender and they are innocent.
Hmm.
It is intrusion. So live and let live. This I have got in my research also, that this is, they are all the time. My father has this bad habit of pinpointing me at every all my on all my doings. Why are you eating this? Why are you walking like this? Why are you talking like this? Why is your hair like this? So please live and let live. This is
Hmm.
what one of the students said, and this is one of the adolescents said. So
Hmm.
this is exactly when one one they also acknowledge. We see.
Hmm.
I have told you that the adolescents are very sensitive, very emotional, and they are not. People say that some people, they will be saying that the adolescents today don't have any values. They do have values, and they have, maybe in some things they have better values than what we have. But the thing is that they are actually, they needs to be molded in that way. And
Hmm.
parents and family, the paradox here, is
Hmm.
that the problem starts with families only,
Hmm.
and so are the solutions. So
Hmm.
when you are knowing this, that the problem starts with the family, then the
Hmm.
solutions are also there with the family, and you
Hmm.
need to fall back on that. So you need to be aware, you need to be alert. All these with internet and all, it's always very good, but there is one thing which I'll definitely say: we need to disconnect today to
Hmm.
connect, limit our virtual world and mobile and laptops for some period of time, some
Hmm.
period, not some days, maybe for 2 hours, maybe for 4 hours, and
At
then
least when we are
we,
sleeping. At least
yes,
when we're sleeping, we can switch it off. I mean, it is
yes,
continuously on and buzzing all the time. You're quite right. I.
switching out off again. This is again one of the points of depression. One of the cases that I have got in counseling, that I have switched on my mobile for 3 hours, and I thought that my friends and so many people must be contacting, and I was very happy when I switched it on.
Hmm.
I had no messages.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I told them again, when you are putting your worth, your values, your being into the hands of others, definitely this will distress you, this will depress you. Why
Hmm.
do we need our approval, that validation? Why do we need it from others every time? It is
Hmm.
okay. You didn't want to means we need to again see that if I don't want to communicate for 3 hours, then
Hmm.
others can also do the same. So
Right.
why is this making you sad that others have not communicated with you? No one is bothered. No one
Hmm.
actually loves me. But these are the warning signs. If
Hmm.
someone comes and tells you, today we are practicing, we are trying to imbibe. There are good institutions now that remember we had moral science subject in when we were young, when we were in
Hmm.
school. So
Hmm.
moral science now again, Delhi government has taken that life skills classes mandatory, has made mandatory for this. Even at
Hmm.
IITs we have happiness centers,
Hmm.
and you can definitely go to them, and definitely you can, because everyone now realizes what
Hmm.
is going wrong, and why are we having such a surge in the number of suicides every 40 seconds. The data is very disturbing. You said 8% for depression.
Hmm.
8% is a huge data that we know, that
Yes.
if it has increased over the time period. And
Hmm.
for loneliness and all, and for this suicide every 40 seconds, every day 28 students commit suicide.
Hmm.
Every 40 seconds one person commits suicide. The data is not good. The data is very disturbing for the social scientists like us, because no one knows, and each one is vulnerable. Even I am vulnerable, so are you.
Hmm.
So why does we individual thinks that we cannot be in this mood all the time? We also feel depressed, but we know how to manage it. We know
Right.
how to come out of it. We acknowledge what is going wrong. So first is awareness. When you are aware, how to means, and plus we need to have gatekeepers. This is
Hmm.
again said, the gatekeepers can be the parents. If you are busy in your own mobile, you are not aware that what the child is going through. You are not knowing, and the children today, the young adults and the adolescents have a lot of mode of communication these days. So
Hmm.
it is not only the family shaping which is there, it is all other factors. You have trusted someone and you have been betrayed. You have been on means on the online thing and romance and whatever it is, betrayed in love, betrayed in by people. So it is okay. It is okay that has happened to you. We
Hmm.
cannot. I always say that in my counseling, that things done cannot be undone.
Hmm.
So of course we can learn from that, and we can move ahead from that, and we can see that we should not do that mistake again, because there is yet another saying that if you are fooled by a person once, it is okay, it is chance. If you are fooled by the person again, it is again chance. But if you are fooled by the same person for the or the same situation in the third time, you
Hmm.
deserve it. So you deserve it. Actually, you have made
Wow.
yourself so vulnerable. and there's a lot of information overload, there is a lot of that FOMO is there,
Mm, mm,
a lot of information overload. Please, I will
mm,
request all of those who are listening that leave it for Google. The information
mm,
you will can anytime log in and you can get the information, and
mm,
Aristotle challenge is there, which I always love to mention, that in emotional intelligence I will get that in Goldman's book, that
mm.
you have a right to get angry, but of course get angry, and it is not something person. If I am angry on you, I cannot direct my anger to someone else. People now these days, what they are doing is they are doing self harm just because they are getting angry on themselves. They are venting out their emotions in that on themselves. I was pretty surprised to see they'll be hiding their marks on their sleeves, and they are wearing long sleeves, maybe on their chest, maybe on their thighs, maybe anywhere. So it is very disturbing to see that,
Yes.
because they
Yes.
are venting out their emotions like that. They are not doing it for committing suicide. They are just so angry. I had a case first time when,
Impulsivity. Yes. Yes.
exactly, and
Impulsive behavior. Yes.
yes, that is again, that is a coping behavior, that is, they are addicted to this behavior, that yes, I'll do wrong to my, they don't want to die,
Again,
no one wants to
immediate,
die.
almost like immediate gratification. They get the
Yes,
pain
yes,
relief immediately, right? And then
yes,
they move on to
immediately.
the next situation.
Yes, yes. And you won't believe the climax of it. One of the students came to me and she told me, not from Patna Women's College, because there we have mature women. But one of the adolescents came to me and she told me that I do self harm, and I cut my wrist here because no one can should see that, and I put red chili powder on that.
Hmm.
So, and then I'm dancing all around the room. Then with that pain, with that physical pain, I forget my emotional pain that
Correct.
I'm going through. So that is not escape. That is actually escape, and that is a very, it is very saddening for even us to see what are we doing as professionals. There are many other means, they want to regulate their emotions. They are means vulnerable to that, and it is not. The warning signs that we will be talking about is that when you see, we need to be the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers are who are in the family, who are their friends. It is very good to see that some friends call us. Means that my one of my friends is actually going through this turmoil and this thing. So please help. So that is
Hmm.
not the person. That is exactly, this is what we call as peer counseling.
Yes.
So even
On
because,
that note,
yes,
on
yeah,
that note, Dr. Shruti, and you have amazing number of information, and it's a wonderful session that we're on. But I
okay,
do request, I can see a lot of chats happening. I
okay,
do request all the viewers, please give the feedback forms. Please put the feedback forms because they are giving feedbacks in the chat box. Please fill out the feedback forms. It is for us. We would want to know how we can give you more information, how we can give you more sessions like these. So just for information, please do fill out the feedback forms. Right.
okay,
Okay, Dr. Shruti, we'll have to take the questions also, some of them. We just
okay,
10
sure,
minutes
sure.
to one. It's a wonderful session, and I'd love to hear more from you,
So
but
yes,
we'll have to take some questions
no,
here.
no, no, no. We need to, yes, we need to take some
Yes.
questions.
One question, I'll just address that and just then take it forward. There's a question about mental disorders treated as an acute and when it becomes chronic. So I'll just answer that, Dr. Shruti, and
Yes,
then
sure.
come to
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
one. Right?
Okay.
So a lot of these mental disorders or psychiatry and psychological disorders are into mild, moderate, and severe categories, right? So when we call chronic, it is a severe category, and from moderate to severe that we call, and it is treated generally by, depending upon the disorder, it is treated by therapy or counseling, as Dr. Shruti has been mentioning. And I have to mention that Patna Women's College has a great counseling center. So yes, so counseling and cognitive. I specialize in cognitive behavior therapy, but they are psychoanalysis, RBT. So all these are there. So we do it by therapy, or there are certain medications also which is prescribed in severe conditions. For example, in major depressive disorder, when there is a suicidal ideation, completely suicidal ideation, right, and a severe mental major depressive disorder, a lot of psychiatrists do prescribe medication just for a short time and put the client or the patient on therapy also. So a combination of medication and therapy always is a better way to go about it. Okay. keeping that out, now coming to questions related to you completely. That was just a
Okay.
critical question which I
Okay.
wanted to
Yes. Yes.
ask. Mm. Okay, somebody is asking about we are being influenced and fantasized by Western individualistic thinking. Is it a sign of losing a collective cultural and family value? What do we do?
Undoubtedly, that's a very good question. Actually, we are most of the things we are fascinated by the Western culture, right from our dressings and right from our thought processes. But actually, we are not completely losing our collectivistic identity. I told you, no, these days what we are doing at our comfort level, we are shifting from being individualistic to being collectivistic, right? In some things, we are. If it is about my rights, my happiness, and my things, I become very individualistic in that it is my life, don't intrude in that. And when we want expect the same from others, we become very collectivist in that. How can the person do this to me,
Hmm.
right? So of course, is there a shift? That shift is again a good thing. You see, we are basically out largely we are collectivist in nature. But
Hmm.
if you see the studies like 2017 only, there is why I mentioned about in my project as well, I have mentioned that there is cultural erosion which is being taking place.
Hmm.
Cultural erosion, we our collectivist culture is being fading out. I told
Hmm.
you the diminishing Indian sanskars.
Hmm.
Many adolescents come and tell me that we don't like touching feet of elders, and our parents make our life hell if we don't do it. So what
Hmm.
to do in that? Then I said, why don't you want to touch the feet of your elders? They'll bless you any which way. We know,
Hmm.
because we know they are nature, they are stubborn, and this should come from within. So I am very amused, no, because we cannot think if we are touching the feet of our elders, it came from our within. That within has changed. So
Hmm.
I have named that the diminishing collect means Indian sanskars. So,
Hmm.
but they are actually, and the same adolescent when I met him after around 8 months, then he came and he touched my feet, and then I told him कि अंदर से आ रहा है या फिर तो is it. Then he said, no, no, ये अंदर से आ रहा है. Don't make fun of me. I said, okay, okay, I am not making fun of you. So definitely we have a shift. We like see blindly aping the West. Like we are we collectivistic in nature, but I'm telling you, there have been cases, no, like we have become more materialistic. We our joys and happiness have become more materialistic, and on the contrary, you will see the basic needs have not been fulfilled, and then now the West is becoming more spiritual. They are being more collectivistic. They are being using the Indian sanskars and Indian way of greeting and meeting people. So
Hmm.
all these things, yes, namaste. This is exactly what they are doing,
Hmm.
and definitely what we need to see is they are also looking the best out of us, and we are following them blindly. And
Hmm.
I told you, we always laugh when we discuss that the youth today will definitely tell you, I'm not very religious, I'm spiritual. So that
Hmm.
is the yo thing that is inside. So the West is practicing yoga, the West is practicing meditation. What I'll just suggest is that being mindful of what we are. This is again an Indian perspective. This is a Eastern perspective. Buddhism has given that mindfulness thing. Dalai Lama, when he was asked once that what amuses what amuses you about humanity, then they will be say. Then he said, humanity, humans themselves. Then
Hmm.
the reporter laughed. Then he asked, "What does that mean?" Then he said, "They are so bothered about the future
Hmm.
that they don't live in the past. At the beginning, they lose their health in order to gain money. Then they lose their money. They go to doctors and all. They lose their money in order to get back their health. They live in the future, so they are not able to. They are missing out on their present. They are either living in the future or the past. What
Yes.
could have, what should have, what
Hmm.
might have. So all these things are there. So they are so occupied with that they're losing their present situation, and they live as if they are not going to die,
Hmm.
and then they die as if
Very,
never
very
really lived. Actually, so this is exactly what is going with us. We are not sticking to one of the. We are very confused, and of course,
good.
that confusion. Now, another research study is there that Indians are very confused. They are having that chalta hai attitude. right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
everything is chalta hai for them. So even that is making them, that is a good thing, that that confusion, that uncertainty.
Hmm.
The Hofstede has given one study actually, and
Hmm.
uncertainty was there, which is their acceptance of uncertainty was there, which is high in Indians. So
Hmm.
that is making them very resilient actually. They are able to bounce back because they are not sure about the future.
Okay.
Yes.
Before I again come back to the next question, I would want to answer a question about mental health here.
Okay.
Right.
Sure.
So, at Ananya, for example, Ananya Child Development Center, we are understanding it's about a mental health in students, right? So at Ananya, we are starting an initiative, a school mental health initiative, especially for students. We're training our teachers about how to deal with adolescents and young adults, and about parents also. That we are starting that. Through that, it's not that we're trying to teach the teachers something to do their job. I mean, Shruti has been a teacher, for God's sake. Right. So, no, we are not trying to teach the teachers how to do their job, but we are just trying to tell them that psychological or mental health of students is not the same as adults. Times have changed, things have changed that affect them. Therefore, we need to address the mental health of our young minds in a different way. Right. So that is what we are trying to do through Ananya. And that is the answer to your question, that how do we address the mental health of our young minds, of students here. That question was posed by a teacher here. So okay. Now coming to the next one.
See, I like to add,
Hmm,
ma'am, that of course I was talking about gatekeepers.
hmm,
See, we need to understand the risk factors which are there. We need to understand the protective factors which are there. It is the
hmm.
last thing that they do is to come to the counselor.
Right,
Right. So,
right.
especially with these youth, their friends are their basic reference points.
Hmm,
So they go to them. Their family should see the change in the behavior,
hmm,
and their friends are the ones who are the gatekeepers. That is why I'm again seeing the teachers are the gatekeepers. Sometimes we see in the classes also, and we see when we are interacting with a big lot also, there are some students who seem to be very lost,
hmm,
who you need to ask them, you need to make time for them. Of course we are so busy with our all other works that we fail to do that, and I always say that I can only help you when you come to me for help, because otherwise you will say that, oh, they are giving lectures and I'm bored of these lectures and we cannot go over this. So of course even teachers need to be trained,
hmm,
and definitely we need to work on that as well. Again, as I said earlier, that parents also needs to be considered, that they are also human beings, they are liable to make mistakes, and I always say that please don't quote me before your parents, that yes, you are liable to make mistakes. All the mistakes is of
I
yours,
hope Auntie is
are of
listening
yours,
to
so
this
we
talk.
don't
I
we need to
really
see
hope that.
that as well. But yes, everybody needs to needs that training, and we need to act
Dr.
as
Shruti,
gatekeepers for these. Yes.
I hope Auntie is listening to this talk.
No, she's not there.
I'm very
She,
sad. I'm going to quote that to her then.
you always, you derive pleasure in making my life hell, so she'll be
Okay,
scolded.
next question.
Okay.
Next question. We have just. I'll take 5 more minutes. It's 1 o'clock, but I'll take 5 more minutes, and we'll
Yes.
answer
Okay.
the questions a little
Okay.
quickly.
Okay.
Right? Is the joint family system a better environment for adolescents to be brought up in? Would they grow up in a less competitive and more accepting world? Very tricky. I mean, I
Yes.
belong to a joint family system. So,
Yes.
what do
No,
you have?
actually, see what was better and what was not. Even I have seen joint families who don't interact with each other because
Hmm,
they have so many differences. There are many students who tell me that I have not interacted with my chachi because they live in a joint family from last 1 year, because
hmm,
she is not good with my mother. She makes
hmm,
my life hell. She's always critical about me. See, of
hmm,
course, all these things, joint family system, we have not moved from the joint family system to the nuclear families as
hmm,
a matter of choice,
hmm.
due to their job opportunities,
Yes,
due to their study
you're
engagements.
very right.
Even
Hmm,
yes, so this has become a compulsion. Even if today I want to be in a joint family, I cannot be because I'm working here in Patna. Some of them are in Delhi, some of them are in Aurangabad, some are of them in some other places, all scattered for their needs, for education, for better
hmm,
opportunities. Of course,
hmm,
joint, see, family is a feeling within. Even if you are geographically distant, you can make it a point to talk to them once in a while. This the
and
COVID period
moreover,
actually. Yes.
and Dr. Shruti, coming to the point that a lot of people, right, who have moved on to the urban cities for work, as you rightly said, they may not have family, I mean, blood relatives, but the
Yes.
friend circle or the people
Yes.
around them, a support system, also becomes a kind of a family to them. And
Family,
there's nothing
definitely,
wrong in
definitely.
that.
Definitely, that is a family, and you need to acknowledge each and everybody. See, once you shed your baggages, emotional baggages, and expectations from people, you are free. You see the world. This has been taught in our Eastern culture. The world is a family. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. So that
Yes.
is there. So the world is a family. So even if you feel like a joint family, of course, when you talk to people, you feel good. There, this COVID situation has made us compulsory to interact with people, and you can call your relatives, you can call your parents. Of course, be ready, parents not who are not means grandparents and everyone, and you
Hmm.
can take talk to them for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and that will do. That
Hmm.
is something very good which is there. So don't regret that we cannot what we cannot have. See the possibilities what we can have.
Hmm.
So undoubtedly, geographical distances is see, loneliness is a construct. No, you are surrounded by people,
Hmm.
but at the same time you are feeling very alone, right? You are not feeling with people. So it is
Hmm.
imperative to understand that forgetting what is joint family system,
Hmm.
the joint family is not required for you to be in touch with them. You have to be involved with everybody at the same time. Be detached, be out of it, means throwing away your baggages, and then that will help
Hmm.
you out of all the things.
Okay, coming to the packages, the next question it says, I'm not very sure, I'm not very comfortable with this question, but I'll still put it up to you, Dr. Shruti. Aren't adolescents
Yes.
having these issues because parents load them up with their unfulfilled ambitions? It's not very fair to the parents when you say that. What do
No,
you?
actually, I'll say, I'll agree. You know, on parental pressure is lot of the. See, yesterday one of the boys, called me up, and then he told me that I had a terrible. I'll tell you why I'm quoting this. He told me I had a terrible day yesterday. Then I
Hmm.
told him that why, what happened. Then he said that yesterday was your World Suicide Prevention Day, and then that it was giving me an idea. It was as a triggering factor for me,
Hmm.
and what I could always see on the social media and all around is suicide. Then
Hmm.
I told him, why can't you? Were you not able to see? It is just about shifting your focus. You
Hmm.
know, world suicide. He could see suicide, but he could not see prevention.
Hmm.
So what was preventing him to see that? So
Hmm.
prevention is exactly one which was the focus, and being aware of your feelings and emotions. Parental pressure is there. A lot of awareness programs were there. A lot of suicide cases were there, and all these things were there. So what actually happened was, now the parents are not pressurizing students. Most of the cases,
Yes. Okay.
they go for engineering, go for medical, go for law. Now they are not doing this. Now the parents are also comfortable with which opportunities you wish to take. So
Okay.
let us
I
be
get
soft
that.
on them and let us analyze. Yes.
Yes, I
Yes.
get that point and fair point. I mean, what you are saying, fair, I agree. But what is the harm? I mean, for example, my father is proud of me. He's a proud father and he is very happy of what I'm doing with my career. Same as maybe your mom.
Okay.
Right, auntie must be very
Yes.
proud of you, and I'm sure
Yes.
she is, and I
Yes.
know she is, yes. So what is the harm if our parent have a little expectations from us to do good in life, maybe in material standards also, in professional standards also. So I don't see why would that be seen as a pressure. I think I do want to make my father proud still. I mean, I'm nearing the age that I am, but I still want to make my parents proud and happy. So I don't see that as pressure, honestly. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Dr. Shruti. We have lost your
No, what
connection.
ma'am is saying, yes, your voice was breaking. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. You are back, Dr. Shruti.
Okay.
Can you hear? Can you
Yes.
hear
Yes.
us?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes. You were saying something. Should I repeat my question?
Yes.
Okay. So I was just saying that reading this, I understand what you are saying completely, right? About parental pressures of taking a particular career, etc., etc. But I don't see any harm. For example, my father is a proud father. He loves what I
Yes.
do. He understands now. He did not understand. I'm sure your mom also is very proud of you, and I know she is.
Yes.
Right. I don't see that being proud or wanting us to do well in a career and sometimes pushing us for that as
Yes.
pressure. I think sometimes it is needed
Yes.
also.
Undoubtedly, it is
So,
needed, and that's what I am saying. You need to shift the focus. And if you are not
hmm,
able to do, if I am very poor in maths and my parents are expecting me to be an engineer, I cannot
right.
do that.
Okay. Okay.
So, on that point,
Yes.
you need to
Yes.
convince your parents. Everyone must be aware of the movie Three Idiots, right? The Three Idiots,
Yes.
and that is
Hmm,
exactly what the point which was shown in the movie, that you need to understand that what are the things which is important, what are the things which is needed. You need to focus. You will be when someone asks me what is your passion and what should you follow, your passion or your profession, then I always tell them,
hmm,
when passion meets profession meets passion, it becomes
hmm,
magic. It creates magic,
hmm,
actually. So we need
hmm,
to
hmm,
identify that. If we are able to do it,
hmm,
then it is fine. If we are not able to do it, let us talk to our parents and they will understand. Let us
hmm,
accept this fact that they will understand that yes,
hmm,
it you why are you
hmm,
saying, but you, without that emotional drama and the melodrama, that hum nahi kar sakte.
hmm,
The once, I was not much into studies, and that when I was in school,
hmm,
then I was very
hmm,
infuriated. I was asked by my teacher to get out of the class, and a lot of
hmm,
scolding and all these things were there. Then I came back home and I
hmm,
told my parents, I'll not study. Then both my
hmm.
parents said, "Ki, it's okay. You be the manager of our property." Then I thought, then I said, okay, okay, the studying is a better option. So, so let me study and let me pass. So this is exactly the approach which is being taken. If they would have said that, no, you have to study, I would have said, I would have
Hmm,
made sure that, of course, today I would not
hmm,
have been here, undoubtedly,
hmm.
but this is exactly what the
Yes.
point is. Ki,
Almost like a
we need
balanced
to
approach we
acknowledge
are
their
talking about.
sense of being. Of course, parents, even that's why I'm saying
Hmm,
training of the trainers is also very necessary, and gatekeepers should be made aware. And we are having all those these programs. Let's talk mental health, or any prevention day or mental health week. Why are we saying that? Just because we realize the importance, the need of being everyone aware, means aware of the things, what is
hmm.
going on, right? So I love that Amitabh
Okay.
Bachchan
So
line, setback ke baad comeback. The kaun banega crorepati? You are stronger than you think.
Yes, I saw
Yes,
that. I saw that.
yes, and that is
Yes.
very, what you focus your
That's a
direction.
good punchline.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
actually Ranveer Singh. There he
Hmm,
adds, "You're stronger than you think." Yes, you are stronger than you think, and that we have proved
hmm,
in this COVID era also. So we can take
hmm,
care of ourselves. That individual protective factors are the most important ones. On that we need to follow. We need to generate what things triggers us. We need to identify, and please talk to your gatekeepers, whoever they are, whoever they're, your friends, your families. Please do not keep us at the last end. Your teachers, your counselors, you can go with them and you can go for their advice. At least we will listen to you. If we are not able to help you, we'll listen to you, and that will solve half of the problems.
Oh, that would definitely. And that's what we do in therapy.
Yes.
So on that note, we would have to call it a day. It was an amazing
Thank
session, and I want to thank the Kids and Connect team. They have been doing an amazing job. For God's sake, we would have not been able to pull this off without them. And this is the new Air Meets, and I'm loving it. What do you think? I mean, I think I like this digital
Yes, this is
platform.
good. This is new to me as well. And you said that there was heavy registrations. That's why we have to
Yes, there
make
was
sure.
a registration. So I got a message from Nirmal, who is taking care of this, that we are shifting it to
Okay.
AirMeet. So I'm glad I can understand why you get so many registrations, Dr. Shruti. So, yes.
Not at all. Not at all. Not me. Okay. Okay. It was a pleasure, ma'am. It was
Oh, God
always a
bless you.
pleasure interacting with you. And of course, Kitsen, this is my second time, and I am just loving it to be here. It is giving a good platform, and we are able to connect in some way or the other with the youth, and that is very important. And that is actually very important. And we need to, we'll see. We'll have, if the feedback goes well, we'll have another sessions if they wish.
I request, again, good you said, Dr. Shruti. I really request the participants to fill out the feedback form. We really need that. It's only for us that we can do more such sessions and what is needed. So please do take out few seconds of your time. I know that you're all in a rush, etc. But please do take out few seconds and fill out the feedback forms. Okay? Thank you so much, Dr. Shruti. See you again soon
Thank you.
then.
Thank you, ma'am. It was great.
Thanks.